Hey guys,
Hold on, got your process.
what are your lifelong goals?
Just literally take it over this video. If you're not grateful and satisfied where you are right now, you will never be grateful and satisfied at any point in your life. Like, it's something that motivates you every day. Life. There is no straight line in being a creative, right? Like, being a creative is literally like a blank canvas. You have your blank canvas and you're painting as you go.
Say hi to Mr. Gray. Say hi. I'm gonna let him Bible.
More the juicy segments of the video, so let's get into the tea.
Are the men better looking than us? Yes, to me. Like, oh yeah, yes.
What is my type? I don't know why y'all feel like I was gonna answer that for real. But it's so cute because where do I see myself in the next 5 years?
She got it style when we learn. Need a parade, we need a parade every night.
Hey guys, so it is a long overdue. Like, this video is so long and overdue. Like, I had my YouTube channel for over a year, so it has been over a year, guys. Like, over a whole year since I started my YouTube channel, and I have never done a Q&A on this channel ever. Like, I do vlogs, I did like moving, packing, all that stuff. Y'all be seeing everything else, but y'all really don't know me, and I feel like that lot loses a huge element in starting a channel, because if y'all don't know me, how y'all gonna be interested? How y'all gonna be like, who is this girl? Like, I need to give y'all an interpersonal element to my channel, because y'all don't have that for real. I do have an AirPod in because I wish I had like one of those little clip-on mics so I could like talk to you guys and y'all can hear me crystal clear. I'm outside, as y'all can see. I am currently in the United States Virgin Islands. I'm gonna put it right here on the screen. I'm on the island of St. John, my home. Love it here. I've been here for 3 weeks. Basically just here working, but I'm not gonna say too much. Because I'm gonna answer all the questions that y'all lovely people on Instagram, Snapchat. I posted it out on my story maybe like 2 weeks ago, and I asked you guys, hey, ask me questions, because y'all always wanting to know different things about me, my career, my personal life, you know, just questions about me, because I feel like y'all are more interactive on my social media, and on YouTube I barely have that interactive element. So I want to build that up right now by talking to you guys, filming a Q&A, letting y'all step inside my world a little bit, understand who I am more, build this interpersonal element, if that makes sense. But I don't know where else to start. Besides that, I have my iPad right here, and we're gonna start this Q&A. Thank you guys so much for like being super responsive and asking really great questions, but I ain't gonna ramble too long. Let's start this Q&A. So I'm just gonna ask the questions like randomly. I'm not gonna pick and choose. Like, I'm gonna answer all, because these are all great questions. So I feel like my first question I'm gonna ask is, I'm gonna put the questions on the screen. What are your lifelong goals? Okay, so for me, I have a lot of career goals more than personal goals. I feel like my career goals is what literally is my driving factor in a lot of things that I do. So like, right now I'm so career oriented that I'm only focused on my career goals. I'm only focused on what does Liv need to do to get here or here or here or there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not all just a linear line. It's like a stepping stone. Like, it's life. One of my lifelong goals is I would love to own a ranch. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I love being outside. As you can see, I'm always out in nature when I'm down home. Even in the States, I try to be, but it's a little harder because nature is very far if you live in the city. But I do love nature. I love being outside. I love animals. I'm an earth sign, so I like to be where the earth is, if that makes sense. Like, I want to be in that interactive element. I originally wanted a farm, but a farm have too much. A ranch is just like horses, some sheep, and like a couple goats. Like, that's a ranch. Like, I want a ranch. Like, a ranch, not a farm, but I really do want a ranch. Sometimes I be thinking if like to go back Dominica and open a ranch, or go Puerto Rico, or go Santo Domingo, somewhere like in a countryside, like someplace that have a lot of countryside flat land. I want a ranch there, but it gotta be in the Caribbean for real. Like I want it to be in the Caribbean. Another lifelong goal for me is obviously, you know, having kids and a cute family. I feel like that's like, fun fact, I want 5 children. If I have kids, y'all, and maybe one day we could look back at this video and be like, hey, live accomplish that. But I want 5 kids, and that's hence the reason of having a ranch, because you can't raise 5 children in a small house. You gotta need a big house with land and animals and all kind of vibes. Like I want 3 dogs, I want my cats, I want a parakeet. I want like a ranch, not a farm, a ranch. So yeah, that's like one of my biggest lifelong goals. Like if you ask me where I see myself in 10-20 years, is raising my kids on a ranch in the Caribbean. And I really see that as like a deep lifelong goal, and that's like a personal lifelong goal. Like I want to be grounded, I want to be around nature fully. Like I want a waterfall in my property. Like I want that type of, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like even if it's not in my property, like let's say I buy land and there's like a hike I could take in my land to get to a waterfall. I don't even know if y'all ain't seeing the vision for real, but I'm seeing the vision. Like that's what I want. Yeah, that's one of my lifelong goals. The next question is, are you happy with where you are in life right now? Yes. I don't know how to explain it to make it make sense to the people. If you're a very spiritual person, if you're a very spiritually convicted person, if you're a person that believes there's a creator and above all of that, I just want to say this is welcome to the channel. You will love the channel if that's what you're about, because I'm that person. I believe in that type of stuff because I'm a heavily spiritual human being, or being, like in general, like a light being. I believe in being complacent where you are, because that makes you set up yourself for the next step of your life, the next phase of your life. Like if you're not grateful and satisfied where you are right now, you will never be grateful and satisfied in any point in your life. Like no amount of money, no amount of things can make you be happy where you are in life unless you make yourself happy. Like I've learned that just a short way, because money come and money go. Like let's be for real, money come and money go. Even if you think you're the best financial person ever, and you like, you know what I mean, you're not frivolous with your money, you're really frugal, money come and money go, and that don't really buy you happiness. I mean, kind of, but not really. Like when I say happiness, I mean like in the know, not happiness like forever, but like happiness in the know, like temporary happiness. Dog, money could only buy you temporary happiness. And I want more, of course, and you should always be hungry for the next step, but you also should be satisfied where you are. Like I am very grateful that I am blessed to be home, working here, being around my family, being around my friends, being around people that, you know what I'm saying, I always have love for, that could give me back love. I'm very grateful that I was able to live in so many different places in the States and gain so much knowledge and experience from all those places to where I can have a comfortability to where I am right now. I am very grateful to have all the opportunities in my life and continuously growing opportunities. So I can't really complain. Like I can't really complain. I can't really say, oh, I wish I had this and I wish I had more. Like, but I'm not mad that I don't have it. I'm not, oh, I vex with my life because I don't have it. Like I'm satisfied with myself. Like I love myself a lot, so it's like whatever. Once live good up here and live good in here and live good in her soul, live is good throughout. And that's how I live my life every morning. First question is, what is something that motivates you every day? Life. I don't know what else to tell people. Like life, because I am like I just said, I'm very satisfied where I am right now, but you always want to go harder. You always want what's next, because I don't believe in being stagnant. I believe in growing. You are a light being. You are a being in this beautiful planet. Look at this. Why would you want to be stagnant? Why would you just want to stay here and only here? You don't want to grow? You don't want to elevate yourself? You don't want to be better? And that could be mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, physically. If you feel like, man, my body ain't up to par, what you want to do? You ain't going to hit that gym? Exactly. That's growing. That's not being stagnant. You unsatisfied where you are, so you work to get where you want to be, right? The biggest motivation every day waking up. Like, I ain't got a ranch yet. I'll see where I am. I ain't on no damn ranch. I ain't a house that have a beautiful garden. That's it. I ain't even mine. So why am I not waking up every morning thinking about go and get that money, go and get that bread? Yeah, I gonna put a song because I know what song I'm talking about. Like, I wake up every day with the intentions of I haven't have my lifelong goal yet. I haven't reached that yet. I haven't have like half the things that I do want in my life. Like, I don't have it, so that's what motivates me every day. Like, even with YouTube, I give my big shout out to my boys Scoop and Zay. They're like my biggest motivations on YouTube because we're all YouTubers. All three of us are YouTubers. Y'all go subscribe to their channels for real because they're the big ones. They motivate me too to like keep growing our YouTube. That motivates me basically, like being able to wake up every day and have life and breathe and be satisfied with the fact that I have a killer view, the birds alive every day, hearing these cock crowing outside. Cuckoo. They living their best life. Why I not supposed to be motivated to live my best life? I can give anybody out there any advice on how to keep motivated every day. You have a life, dog. You're alive. You're a being. You are a grateful person, an amazing person. There are people out here that love you. Don't ever forget that. And every day you wake up, keep pushing, dog. If you don't have a goal, sit down and write all what you love about yourself, all what you aspire from yourself, and whatever you haven't got yet, make that be the goal and make you wake you up every day to motivate you to continue being a better person. And while we're on the topic of what keeps you motivated, the next question is, what keeps you motivated career-wise? So career-wise, honestly, like I said, I really feel like it has to do with my clientele. Like the clients that I have down here, the clients that I work with in Atlanta really keep me motivated to keep going because I see them get unmotivated and it normally be me motivating them to be back on track. Like, you're amazing. And it's very rare that, you know, when you are the support system for a lot of people, it's very rare that you have a stronger support system. So you always have to be your support system. And I feel like that's the case with me. I'm a strong support system for a lot of people because, again, my direct career creative, and if you are creative, you know that it's not no linear road. It's not like being a nurse. It's not like being a doctor. It's not like being an engineer. Like, it's not a linear line. There is no straight line in being a creative, right? Like, being a creative is literally like a blank canvas. You have your blank canvas and you're painting as you go. But you know, as you paint and as you draw in a circle, the circle didn't come out correctly, so now you make it into a square. But now you don't like the square, so you make it into a star. But now you love the star, so you feel the shading in red. And then you realize, I hate the color red. Why not make it orange? So then you add yellow to make it orange. See, if you're an artist or a creative, you understand the linear line I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, that I'm trying to speak of. Like, you see how we think, like, that's how my brain actively thinks. I don't like the color red, so now let me add yellow to make this canvas orange. And now the star is orange, but stars aren't really orange, so I kind of want my star gold. So now I have to add these elements to make the star gold. And then when the star is gold, I look at it and I'm like, okay, now my work needs a black background. Like, it's just continuously adding and fixing and doing this over. And being a creative is very hard. So I can put it and keep it to make sense to anybody that's not in the creative field. It's hard to be motivated. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like it's not, but I really do believe that my clientele and the people that I work with keep me the most motivated to stay on track. Because when I work and I see my results and how beautiful my work is, that's what make me realize, oh wow, I can actually make a living out of this. Oh wow, people actually love what I do. This is very amazing to me, and I love that. My honest opinion, I mean, everyone else is different, but people love my work, and that speaks great magnitude on me. But it also is like makes me overthink, like, what if they don't love my work? And now I go into this deep loophole and overthink my whole life and get unmotivated, and then there's times like I just don't want to work. Like, I don't want to pick up this camera and film because it's like nobody be watching me for real. Like, who cares about me? Like, who cares to sit down and watch me? But I had the most sweetest comment on my last video, and that was so motivating to me. That would make me pick up this Q&A and be like, all right, time to record this Q&A. I had these questions sitting on my iPad for a whole week. Time to record this Q&A. So it's the little things, it's the little people that send me these texts and be like, your work is amazing. Oh my God, Liv, you're so talented. Is when I get an article written about me and I share the article and people like send the article back and tell me they love what I said in this part. And it's the small things like that that motivates me. Like, people don't understand. It means so much to me, especially when it comes from complete strangers that send me these kind notes and these kind acts of service to explain to me how well I just did, because I be unmotivated a lot of times when it comes to my career. This question is, how did you discover your passion? So, story time. So I went to the School of the Arts, and literally all my articles say this. So if you haven't read none of my articles, I like post them on my page so y'all can actually see. But I went to the School of the Arts since I was like 4 years old. I was enrolled there from 4 until I was about 15 probably. So y'all do the math. I feel like that's a really long time. I did ballet, I did jazz, I did theater, dance, all kind of things. Like, I did a lot of arts classes as well, like painting, drawing, that type of stuff. And I was very fascinated in the creative world. So I really do want to give the School of the Arts a big shout out for harnessing my creative passion and my creative energy, so that way I actually had an outlet to put it in. And I really do wish that we keep these creative programs going in the VI, because there's a lot of kids down here that have amazing talents, but we haven't harnessed it yet because there's nothing for them to do. So I really, really do give the School of the Arts a big shout out for that, because they really did harness my creative talents. New Jersey, I was in high school, y'all know that. I took a lot of art classes, like ceramics and that type of stuff. And my art, I had amazing art teachers like Mr. Grayson in Colombia. I don't even know if he still teaches there, but he was an amazing art teacher, literally one of the best I've had in my lifetime. Really helped me more or less figure out like what I wanted to do career-wise. He really played a pivotal factor in that as well. I would say I did a summer program in 2019 at Moore College of Art and Design. It was their Sadie summer program, and in that summer program I met a lot of amazing creatives. It's an all-girls school too, so that was vibes. I met a lot of amazing creatives, and I'm still staying connected with them. One of my closest friends from high school I met at that summer program, and we're still friends. So if you see this, Dom, I love you. But yeah, me and her are still really close from since then. And that's really like my best way for me to answer how I discovered my passion. Like, that summer program more or less put me directly in the design world, like fashion design. I got to tour like the dance theater, the ballet theater in Philly, and they had a costume designer, and that costume designer really is what sparked my interest in the fashion world. And then from there I got like, again, it was a summer program, so I got to design literally like a whole clothing line for dolls, learn how to use a sewing machine fully. So I still know how to sew by hand and by machine. I learned how, like I said, I learned how to sew, so it taught me a lot of things, like how to source fabric, how to make mood boards, how to make concepts, like, you know, actually making pattern making too. Like, that was a big thing too. Sketching, like, that summer program taught me so much. And then I also took a graphic design course. That was my first time really playing with Photoshop and Illustrator and Adobe Suite in general, and that opened a whole new realm for me, because it's like, whoa, I love this is what I want to do. So that summer program, I started to like research like all the different schools in the US for me to start looking for colleges, because I was going to my junior year at that point. And like I said, shout out to my art teacher throughout high school, Mr. Grayson. He really did hone me in for a lot of schools like SCAD, the Art Institute of Chicago, the art institutes in general. Even we also had Ringling College of Art and Design, NJIT have some art programs, FIT. have some art, well, mostly it's a fashion school, but they have a lot of art programs too. Again, more, just I can go on and on of like great art schools across the country. My high school years really start to like hone me into my exact career path, or my exact like passion for fashion, if that makes sense. And then obviously I went to college. I went to the Art Institute of Atlanta, and I was there for 3 exact years. I was originally supposed to graduate in December of this year, but again, my school fell into foreclosure. A lot of people who didn't know, now you know, my school fell into foreclosure in September of 2023, so it forced me to have a gap semester. So I had a whole gap semester until spring of this year, and then I re-enrolled into a school called General Assembly, and they're more of a tech school. So now this is where my career path changes a whole lot, because I still have 3 years of fashion. My degree at the Art Institute was fashion marketing and management, so I have 3 years of ample supply of fashion knowledge, like about every part of the industry, whether you're in retail, whether you're in design, whether you're in basic like fragrances and cosmetics, like anything that has beauty, anything that have to do with the fashion industry. I have 3 years of ample supply of knowledge, and also experience, because I had a lot of internships. I got to work with wedding designers, I got to work with like regular streetwear designers, I got to do a lot of fashion shows. Working while I was in school, I worked with a lot of British designers. We worked with a British designer to do a London show that he came into Atlanta to do, and that was really fun. He makes like suits, like he actually makes, if y'all know who Tom Holland is, he's the designer for Tom Holland's like red carpet suits and stuff like that. Really cool guy. Experiences working with like boutiques and stuff. Amazing professors all throughout my career. In one of my favorite professors, not putting over nobody, but definitely my top professor is Dr. Gorman. Like, he literally shaped my career, and I can't even explain that in ways, like when I say he was real deal, like he treated every class day like we was actually in the industry. Like I was working for Hermes, I was working for Veneta Bontega, I was working for these people. Like he treated us like that. And he has so much amazing experience, y'all, like Hollywood experience, working in like actual retail management, store level experience. Like he knew what he was doing, he knew how to involve us. And then my sister Jennifer Nelson, we just call her Jennifer. She didn't like the whole like extreme titles, so we always call her Jennifer. She's so amazing. Literally, she honed in my marketing side of things. So like each professor played a different role. Like Professor Gorman was for mainly my fashion, beauty, cosmetology, that sense. Professor Bailey was like management, business, like everything I need to know in terms of that. And then Professor Jennifer Nelson, she really honed in into like my digital marketing sense, like actually learning about SEO, website building, social media, like Meta, the whole Facebook, Instagram, all those 9 years. With all like y'all see like how I section it out in brackets, like putting those 3 things together. At 18 years old, I already know I wanted to be a creative director, because I used to watch Vogue all the time, like Vogue YouTube, British Vogue, Arabia Vogue, China Vogue, every Vogue. I used to watch their YouTube channels like crack, literally like crack. I used to watch it all the time. And Anna Winter, she's the creative director for Vogue, and I had a lot of inspiration for her. Even if everybody has their own thoughts about Anna Winter, who cares? I take inspiration for her. I also take a lot of inspiration from Rihanna too. Y'all know Riri is like one of my biggest inspo. So it's like watching them be creative directors for businesses made me realize, okay, I eventually want to open my own business one day. Can't tell y'all too much on that, because is what are your ups and downs with your career? So as a creative director, because that's what I do full-time now, if y'all didn't see my last video, I dropped my creative service website. So I do everything from digital marketing, which includes SEO, metrics and analytics on your meta pages, or even if you don't have meta pages, just in general, like email marketing, SMS marketing. I can go on and explain like just building people's online presence, really. And with my creative direction, I make sure that people's websites are user friendly, make sure that it's obviously UII and experience. So user interface and user experience, it's like an initials. But anyways, I make sure like I don't really go in and do all the hacking and coding. Like I work with web pages people, or if you want your websites made by me, I also do that too. But I also make sure it's user friendly, make sure that people's e-com stores are functioning and also aesthetically pleasing. But I also creative direct like photo shoots, music videos. I do short films. I have 2 short films coming out at the end of the summer. I can't tell y'all exactly the timeline because I just want y'all to be anticipated. So y'all will be seeing those short films pop up on my creative page. Again, as a creative director, I don't really care to make like these long intricate films. I want to make mainly be short films, like, you know, like your aesthetically pleasing Instagram short films. Like that's the type of creative direction I love. Music videos, you know how some music videos always have like a prologue before the music video begins. Like I want to do stuff like that. More honing into, I haven't really worked with a lot of artists. I only have like 2 artists that I work with in general, and both of those were amazing. I do still have like my creative direction when it comes to working with fashion shows. I still want to be more involved with that, but right now I am directly more involved with VI Crawl. I work for them full time. Hey. I am their creative director, so I'm really excited. I can't even tell y'all all that I have going on. Y'all just have to see because I love working with VI Crawl. If y'all do not know what VI Crawl is, I'm about to tell you right now. So yeah, VI Crawl, we are a media, film, arts, and culturally education nonprofit organization, and that's the best I could put it. Like we are really committed in telling the VI story, like letting people see it through the lens of media, film, and arts. And again, like I am a creative and I always wanted to be able to give back to my community or work with my community from since a little girl. Like I always wanted to do this. So being able to be a creative director and being able to work back home is blessing, love. So shout out to VI Crawl. I really love my job. I cannot complain at all. My job is amazing. And I'm super excited. Like I'm super excited to be home and working here full time because it's our vibes here. It really is. Just rambling because I'm very passionate about what I do. So let me stop rambling and basically just answer the question. So again, what are the ups and downs of my career? I feel like my ups is I get to be a creative. Like I really get to be free with my time, and that's the biggest up for me. Like I feel like there's this post that went around on Instagram that says the 6 luxuries life, and one of them is like being able to sleep in, traveling, being able to like literally create your own time. Like being in charge of your time is everything for me because time is all we have. Like whether or not y'all people don't want to admit it, time is all we have. All we have is our time and our energy. And even if time is technically a social construct, so to me right here, this is time wasting or time going. And to me it's not really wasting because I'm actually engaging with my followers. But that's my biggest up. Like my biggest up is being in control of my time. I don't have to clock in at a certain time and clock out at a certain time. I hated that. Like y'all, I worked in the restaurant industry the entire time while I was in college. So like I was using my college time when I wasn't on my college time. I was working restaurant jobs and clock in, clock out, punching in them little 4-digit code numbers. I tired of that. I was so tired of that. Like it literally drive me mentally insane because there was a point in time where I was working more at my restaurant job than putting into my schoolwork, and that's actually very sick, very trifling. And I don't recommend that for nobody, and I did not enjoy it, and it was not cool for me. So being able to graduate school, biggest load off my shoulder, and work directly in the career that I went to school for is a blessing because a lot of people don't get to do that. So that's one of my biggest up in my career is the fact that I went to school and I am working and I have a job. And I have clientele in the career that I went to school for. That is a blessing. A lot of people don't get to see that, and that's one of my biggest ups. I'm in control of my time. Like literally, I get to control the timing. Obviously I still have to work, y'all. That don't mean every day by assing, no, but I'm more in control of my time. Like if there's a day I really feel like I don't need to work, I schedule everything that I need to schedule for that day, and I'm not working that day. I'll take the day to go to the beach or something. Like it's just a lot of freedom that comes with this. And then the downs, oh Lord, Father God, the downs about this career is it's not a stable career, if that makes sense. Like, I can't, let me not say it's not stable, because you can make money out of this, but if you are a frivolous spender, you would eat that money quick. That's the best way I could put it. Like, if you don't put time aside to put your savings in one bracket, put money aside, because y'all know, like, we don't fight, like, because I am working for myself, essentially, I don't have a corporation filing my taxes for me. You check what I'm saying? Like, I don't, like, I still gotta pay the government tax. I'm a real adult. I have shit. Ooh. Yes, I gotta file, like, I gotta put, like, stuff aside and all these documentations that I actually have to hold up, so that way I gotta look around, make sure they ain't see me. That way the feds or the IRS, really, not even the feds, the IRS don't hold you and put you in a lock. You know what I mean? So it's like a lot. Like, the business side of the downs for me is just like, it's just a lot more than what people think it is. Like, obviously the ups is I have more freedom of my time and I get to literally enjoy doing my craft all the damn time. But then you have the downs, like it's actually still a job, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like you working for a corporation that have it. Like, most of the businesses that I work for are non-profit. So see y'all, say hi to Mr. Gray, say hi. Alright, I'm gonna let him vibe out, and I'm learning how to do that now. Separate my income and really balance my personal accounts with, like, my business accounts. Learning that sometimes you gotta tell your friend, I'm like, I can't go out this weekend, dog. I got shit to do. Like, I feel that that's my biggest problem right now, that I'm trying to understand as an adult, is really, really, really honing. I feel like I'm a maniacal person because I'm over here stroking the cat like this and I'm talking to Ayo. No, really sitting down here and understanding and learning that I cannot be frivolously spending, because I actually have to put stuff aside as, like, you know, to save and, you know, put fruition to make my business flow properly. And then there's also, like, a lot of people think that as a creative, because we making these big bands, like, sometimes your checks don't be hitting the way you expect it to hit. And again, it's not like we have set hours that we're working for. Most of us do work off of commission based. So if you don't make no hit, you don't get no pesh. That's really how a lot of people in the creative world, how a lot of people get paid. And it's sad. It's sad, yes, but that's just the reality of it. Like, being a creative, you really have to, it's more of a financial burden, if that makes sense. Like, that's the only down, is that you get paid really well sometimes, and then there's some days you don't really get that paid. And it's not like how when you work for, like, a regular 9-to-5, your check is stable because of the hours you work. Most of us don't have an hourly salary. Like, that's not how it works for most of us. It's mostly commission based, right? Or contract based too. So sometimes it's not always what you expect, but that's where saving and being financially frugal comes in, and learning that it's just like, don't go in depth, because a lot of artists, and this is me being real as hell, a lot of artists, a lot of creatives go in depth. Y'all we be living a life, you know, because we got a lot of opportunities to live the life, but a lot of us be going in debt because we're just frivolously spending, and it's terrible. Like, a lot of y'all famous designers, they will let you know that they were in debt in a long period of time. Like, the houses, a lot of the fashion houses, they were in debt before a private company or sector came in and bought the company. Like, y'all need to watch House of Gucci so y'all will understand that people, these creative lifestyle, that's the biggest down. We'd be in debt, dog, because we'd be living a high life and forget that we got all the rest of the world. The high life we live in, it does come at an expense. And yeah, like, I'm not saying I ain't debt, I'm just saying that's the downs with my career, is that there's a lot of creators out there that do that. Unless you're not on a retainer, if you're not on a retainer, it is very hard for you to keep getting jobs. Like, Law, if y'all know who Law is, the stylist Law, he's Zendaya stylist, Cardi B stylist. Like, he literally quit for a whole year, stopped doing his job, because he literally explained to people that it's styling is not what a lot of people make it seem. Like, he was broke for a long time, and he was still having commissions from these celebrities, but he was broke too. Like, when y'all really learn ups and downs of this industry, a lot of y'all will understand that it is all, social media is a very great false reality, and the lifestyle that a lot of people think we live, we don't really live. And I don't know, I just feel like when you think that, oh yeah, she have a big job, she doing this and that, sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not. But the best I could put, that's the best downs. If you're not really learning how to balance your finances, you will end up in some serious debt and some serious ish you don't need to get into. And I'm not saying this off of like my personal experiences, I'm saying it off of like older people, older creatives that give me advice, and I end up falling slowly into that lane. And I'm so glad that so many older creatives catch me before I fell, because they were going on that same road at one point. So that's the ups and downs with this career. It don't matter if you're a creative director, a designer, a photographer, anybody. There's some photographers that can tell you the truth too. So I be letting people know, like, you choose to be a creative, you gotta be on your P's and Q's all the time. You gotta make sure your clientele, you build a really strong clientele base. So you want that. I want my clientele to be on a retainer basis. Like, I don't want to just do a logo for somebody and done, then I gotta look for a new client to do a logo for. Like, I want to be able to do all the 9 yards, so that person always needs me, you know what I'm saying? And I build a community with my clients. So yeah, y'all, there's that. The next question is, did you have a second career choice, and what was it? If I wasn't going to be a creative director, I honestly would have been something like a farmer. Like, this sounds kid, my first job, I wanted to be a vet, and then I didn't realize that you actually had to know math and stuff to do anything in like doctoral school. I hate math, so no. So I did wanted to like work with animals. I definitely always said I would be a zookeeper for real. Like, if I had to choose, like, if I wasn't a creative, like nothing in the creative career, I would definitely be like a zookeeper or something like that, or like somebody that works in like an animal shelter or something. Like, I'll probably do that. Or if not, I'll probably be working at like a botanical center. I love nurseries. I love plants. I don't know, y'all. I'm really an earth sign. Like, it's actually pretty crazy. I'm really an earth sign. Like, I don't know. I'm a Taurus, if I didn't know. Like, yeah, that would be my second career choice. As something with animals, or something like with flowers and plants, like a botanical something. Like, if I could work for the Atlanta Botanical Gardens, I would. Like, if I wasn't in the creative field, that would be my second career choice. This person asked, describe my style. I don't have a style, and I'll say this openly. Like, I really personally don't feel like I have a style. Like, I dress according to what the vibes is, and if I'm in New York, I feel like I want to dress like the vibes of what I'm feeling like. You know, are you from New York even? Do you have a big fat puffer even? Like, that's how I feel. Like, I don't have a signature style. I have signature colors that I love. I love black. And that's not to wear. That's not like my favorite color. Like, and I don't wear black is just sleek. I don't know how to explain it. Like, black is sleek. I do love vibrant colors. Like, I like red too. Ironically, I don't like the color red in general, but like red clothes, I really do vibe with red clothes. I don't know, I feel like I don't really like to go off of trends. I don't believe in copying trends. I believe in being a trendsetter. So like, the only trend right now I really been loving is the croquette style, and I haven't even really tapped into that yet, because it's just like, again, I don't want to jump on the trend when everybody's on the trend. Like, I waiting for the trend to die off, because right now the croquette style kind of really died off, because now it's summer, and I noticed that the style for the summer has been orchids and hibiscuses. Like, that's really been the biggest trend for the summer. Like the balloon shorts and orchids and hibiscuses, like, I've noticed that's like the biggest trend for the summertime. And a lot of, like, you know, childhood jewelry type vibes too. But I just been dressing like live. Like, I don't feel like I have a signature style. I do have styles that I really love. Like, I love Vivienne Westwood, that whole era of like punk rock 80s. I really love that. I also love anything like deep rooted cyberlism. I like that. I love the whole opium vibe, like, you know, Playboi Carti, opium, Ken Carson, like that whole vibe. I like that. There's a lot of like styles that I like. I just don't think I have a signature style. I feel like I'm me and I just wear whatever Liv likes. Like if Liv in the mood to be Playboy Cardi, Liv gonna dress like Playboy Cardi. If Liv in the mood to look like Beyonce, Liv gonna be Beyonce. If I just wanna wear pearls today, I'm gonna wear pearls. I don't feel like I have a signature style. This next question is, what is something that nobody knows about me? I'm a nerd. I feel like I feel like that is one thing a lot of people do not know about me. If I see this cocktail, it's because he's on my lap and he's just vibing. But that is like the biggest thing nobody knows about me for real. Like, I'm a nerd. I am really a nerd, and I don't know how to explain it in the best way possible. I love anime. I'm not saying that because you love anime you're a nerd. I'm not saying that at all. But I really do love anime. Like, I'm a weeb. Like, I love anime, and I'm not talking about, oh, I love anime because I watch Hunter x Hunter. Fun fact, I never finished that show. So that's a show you know what I'm saying? I love anime so much I ain't finished Hunter x Hunter. But my favorite anime is Soul Eater. I do love Death Note. I like this. Hold on, I gotta go through my country roll list. I like Spy Family. I really grew up with like Digimon. That was my first anime in life I ever watched, and I was obsessed with Digimon for years of my life. Like, well, I really love Yokai Watch too. I don't know how, it's just like, it's so giddy to me. That's my little, like, what nobody really knows. Like, only the people that really know me know that Liv is really nerdy. Like, I love history. That was my favorite, besides art. My favorite subject in school was history. I did APUSH for 2 years. I love world history. I love US history. I did African history, and I did African literature in high school. The best years of my life, and I used to go above and beyond for was history. Not even forget high school, in college too. I had a lot of history, art history, fashion history. Had a lot of history courses in high school too. In college. And nevertheless, I enjoyed them, like especially fashion history. That was so fun to learn the different, like how the corset came about, the different eras, different style, like the Elizabethan era. I still love that. Like when the World War happened, the whole style changed, like how the women were wearing more pants and stuff. Everything. I just love history. I'm a big history nerd, like history freak, and I actually would ramble like about the world wars because I have so much random information about both World War One and World War Two in my brain just lodged. I don't know why. Vietnam history as well. Like, I'm starting to get more into that because I didn't do high school in the Virgin Islands, so I missed out on Caribbean history. But I did learn a lot of like the continent of Africa. I learned a lot of different subsections of the continent. Learned a lot of different history parts, like Mali. Learn about the Mali Empire was such amazing. Learn about the history of Ethiopia, Eritrea, like learn about their tension and all of that, and Somalia. Y'all, I just have a lot of knowledge going on up here, and I'm really annoyed, and I'm not ashamed to say it. But it's something that a lot of people, when they first see me, they don't expect to get. Oh, she annoyed. Like, I'm a yapper. Like, I yappa like a rat. Like, shut it, please. But I really am a yapper, and when it comes to like things that I'm passionate about, I gonna run my mouth. Like, I have a lot. This big head of mine have so much going on 24/7, and yeah, that's more the juicy segment of the video. So let's get into the tea. So this question is, are the men better looking in the islands or in the US, with the looking eye emoji? I try and be messy. You try and be messy. I don't know, like, I don't know. Okay, don't beat me up. Are you Yankee man? Don't beat me up. There's some real handsome, good looking American men out there, and I have nothing against it. I don't discriminate. Once you look good to me. See, I have a type, and I feel like that's my problem in life for real. But I do have a type. I really do have a type. Better looking in the islands, yes, I personally think so. And again, I have a type. I'm not saying I never tried American men. I have, but Caribbean men that just do me something. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's the accent, it's the vibes, like Like, if you could speak 2 languages, to me, that is such a turn on. Like, ooh, what you mean you bilingual? Bilingual, like, I love bilingual men. I love any man that can speak 2 languages. I don't care if it's Creole and English. It could be French and English. It could be Patois and English. It could be Spanish and English. It could be Portuguese and English. Once you could speak 2 languages, automatically I'm attracted to you, like, heavily, intensely. I want to know about your whole life. Like, it's a big thing for me. Yeah. Islands to me look better, and I don't care what nobody have to say. Like, there's amazing, real handsome, them Instagram and them TikTok Yankee. Yeah, y'all look good. But if you put me in with like the most handsome American TikToker, and you put them next to some handsome Caribbean TikTok man, I gonna pick he. Like, just by it's just by instinct. Like, I'ma just pick him because he just look good. Like, what y'all want me to do? Like, the accent don't do me something. Like, I don't know. Like, because I've lived in the South for so long, I'm so accustomed to hearing the Southern accent. And when I first moved, it was so sexy to me. But then it just became like, okay, all eyes sound like this. But Caribbean men is like, every Caribbean island have a different accent. So Bahamas, I love to hear Bahamians speak, like how they speak. They sound so, that's so attractive. Bahamian men are so attractive to me. I like to hear how they speak. I like my favorite accent, and nobody better come for me. My favorite accent when it comes to island men is Bahamas. For real, like, I love Bahamas. So that answers that question. Are the men better looking at islands? Yes, to me. Like, oh yeah, yes. If it don't matter what, it don't, like, I feel like the Caribbean is so diverse. It don't matter what you're looking for. If you're looking for chocolate, you're gonna find it. If you're looking for coffee, you're gonna find it. You're looking for Frenchie. I don't know how to explain it to like the non-Caribbean people. Frenchie, or like, I don't know, other countries call it differently, but it's basically the white people that are originated, that been here, like their generations been lodged here. Like in the VI, the Frenchies are the French people that migrated here after the Danish came and conquered the Virgin Islands or owned the Virgin Islands. The French people came in after, and they stayed here for centuries. Like, I have Frenchy friends and all, but they're white. That's the best way to explain it. But they have an accent. They go down. Oh, Frenchies are so cute to me. I do like to see Frenchies. But every Caribbean island have their desert. Like, I know Jamaicans, they call them like people from uptown. Like, they don't go to me. I don't care. Like, Jamaican probably my second favorite accent. When it comes to men, Jamaicans are my second favorite. Bahamians, Jamaicans, and then Trinidadians. I don't know them Trinidad. Them. Something I do me them by. Like, I don't know my accent, but yeah. So that's what I have to say. That's it. Is what's my favorite thing about the VI versus the US? Everything. Is that a question? Like, and I know who asked this, so love you, girl. But what's my favorite? Oh my gosh, I can name so many things. Like, vice versa, right? The VI is my home. You check, I was born and raised here, so like, this is my childhood house I'm sitting in right now talking to y'all. Like, I have so many memories attached here, good and bad, obviously, like everywhere else. If y'all watch Inside Out, y'all understand that. Yeah, like I could just name a couple things, like food, KFC expensive down here, bad, but it's bussin'. Like, the food, it's so much easier to get a plate of food down here, like, and the variety of food, dog, like, and it's good food, home cooked food, not no food that like in the back end of somebody. Ain't no conspiracy food like in the US. Like, it's good food. Like, I could wake up in the morning, if I don't want to eat eggs, I could just go down in the yard and pick up papaya and eat papaya, banana and mango and drink some bush tea for my breakfast, and I'll be full. Like, I can't explain how the ample supply of food is here. Like, I don't have to worry about going to the store to buy carambola or 5 fingers or star fruit, however you want to call it. I don't have to do it. My grandma have a big tree right there. I could just pick it and eat it and make juice. Like, it's just simple things. It's such like this. It's just the simple things for me. Like, food is number one for me. Energy too. Like, I feel like everywhere you go in the world, you're going to find bad vibes because bad mind people just exist everywhere. But I feel like in the States, people are less hospitable than down here. Like if I walk in somewhere, somebody that know my people will be like, yo, you know, right? Yeah, go in Cruise Bay, and they'll give me a ride, and it wouldn't be so weird. Like that already happened to me when I had come back. I was walking to go to Cruise Bay, and somebody said, I didn't know the person was kind of pain, but he knew my father, and he was like, you need a ride? And I was like, no. He's like, you sure? Like you walk in the sun hot? Like you sure? And it was like, you good? And I know your father. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, nah, you good? Like I really declined it because I'm so naturally like taught to be on defense mode living in the US, because I'm a single woman living by myself in a city like Atlanta. You're taught to be on defense mode all the time. So coming back home, I've been so much less on defense mode. Like I really don't be on defense mode as much as I would. Like I feel so much safer. Like I cannot explain that in words that make sense. Like when I try, and it's not just in the VI, it's any Caribbean country I go to, like Dominica, Trinidad, Bahamas, Cayman Islands, any place, Antigua, St. Kitts, Nevis. Y'all know I can go St. Martin, Anguilla, Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I will go on and on and on. No matter what Caribbean island you go to, you will feel safe. Like it is rare for me to feel like somebody gonna do me something. Like it's so rare, and I have that more of a natural fear in living by myself in the States than down here. Like in the Caribbean is the only place I feel safe walking at night. I could walk at night in the road and I don't have to think somebody going to do me something. That's probably my biggest two things, and that's another reason why I told y'all like my biggest goal is like raising my children in a Caribbean country. I don't know which one yet, but in a Caribbean country I want to raise my kids because it's like a safety aspect for them as well. Next question is, what is my type? I don't know why y'all feel like I was gonna answer that for real, but I feel like I already did. Like I have a type Caribbean men, well, foreign men, because if a man from like Sicily or Italy tries to talk to me, I'm not ashamed of it. If a man from like Somalia presses me, I ain't ashamed of it. Foreign men that like, I like foreign men, just exotic. I like a man with an accent. That's my vibe. That's my type. I like a man with like a, I don't know how to explain it, like hard cheekbones, like, cause my face pretty like structured, but like I don't know how to explain it, but that's my type. Hardworking, dedicated to their self and their future, and provider mentality, and that's my type. I ain't going into details. I ain't doing none of this extra to start this confusion in the world. Provider mentality, hardworking, love themselves, have to have self-love, because a lot of men don't love themselves for real. And I like a man that loves himself, not being conceited and cocky, but like love yourself, like treating yourself good, knowing how to take care of yourself as a man without depending on somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a man that know how to hold his own for himself. You check that, really have self-love for himself. And self-love to me is that shows me you have emotional intelligence too, because you understand what it takes to love yourself and to give love to others too. So that's my type. Yeah, y'all trying to be nosy and juicy up in here. The next question is, how do you deal with fake people, friends, or vibes? I don't. That's my realest answer. I really don't believe in dealing with people who if you putting out your energy to somebody and they ain't receiving, don't deal with it. Done with it. Kill it off. Like, dead it, end it, reject it, fling it, everything that means to give away. Do that. Like, fully. Let me stop you. I hope they don't take me down for that. Whoa. But nah, like, I'm not affiliated in none of that. Take that out. I'm not affiliated with none of them things. Take it out of the life. Like, take it completely out of your life. Remove. I don't believe in being around negative energy. I don't believe in supporting bad mind, and I don't believe in promoting bad and weird behaviors, because there's a lot of fake people and friends and vibes that'll be around. And especially, I don't care where, like, it don't matter where in the world, like, you don't matter where in the world, because I can't say, oh yeah, down in the Caribbean have a lot of bad mind people. In the States have worse. Sure. Then people will sell you for a can. If push comes to shove, people will sell you for pasta, for me. Like, it's just weird energy and fake vibes, and I don't deal with them. Like, I don't know how to explain it in a better way. Like, I don't deal with bad mind people. Like, anybody that I don't already have so much weirdo things. Everybody do, but yeah, I don't have, and I'm not gonna trauma dump on my channel because I don't believe in trauma dumping. I don't believe in coming on this channel and telling you all the negative things, because why would I want to put that energy out for you to receive it? We only support good behavior and good things. That's the energy I want to give to my followers, so my followers give me back. Like, it's a connection, you see what I'm saying? So nah, I don't deal with bad mind people. I don't deal with bad vibes, and that's my advice to you, whoever asked this question. The question is, what makes a good friend? I feel like, and this sounds crazy, like I feel like I have all the friends that I need in my life for right now. Like, enough good friends in my life to tell you what makes a good friend. And again, I'm big on energy, so the people in my life that I consider as my close friends, my good friends, my partner, them, you know what I'm saying, those are the people that give me the energy that I receive, and I give them back tenfold. Like, my dog, it's like family for real. Like, my best friends is like my family. Like, my close friends is like my family. Like, I believe in like not being real. That's the word I'm looking for. Like, if you are what makes a good friend is somebody that could be real with me. Like, if I'm messing up, tell me, live you messing up, and I can handle it. Like, I can handle criticism very well. I can handle it, and I want my friend to tell me, yo, that's not fuck shit you doing, stop that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want my friends to be able to tell me and stop me in my tracks, because there are people that literally want you to continue doing the bad mind behavior, want you to continue doing the weirdo behavior, want you to continue going on the wrong path, because they want you to fail. They don't want you to grow, and it's not like they personally in their head don't want you to grow. It's their spirit. They just naturally a bad-minded person, because they don't want to grow and they're stagnant in their life. They don't want to see you grow. They want you to stay right there with them, and like I told you earlier in the video, I don't believe in being stagnant. So that's what makes a good friend. A friend that wants to see me grow, a friend that want to elevate with me, a friend that giving me the energy I giving back out to them. And the next question is not really a question. It says give us some girly advice. Self-love. I think that's where everything starts from. That's my girly advice. I really do want to make like a girl talk video one day, so y'all let me know if y'all want a girl talk, because I'll really do that. But my girly advice is self-love. Love yourself, my girl. Love yourself really and truly. Sit down and take the time, get a journal, get a book, get your nails done, get your hair done, get that tattoo, get that piercing, buy yourself a nice chain, get that jewelry, go to the beach, get that vacation you've been saying you wanted for 6 months and you never take that vacation. Even if you don't want to come to a beach, girl, if you live in Georgia, they get a lake somewhere, drive to that lake, go to the pool, buy the clothes you always wanted to buy. And even if you don't want to be materialistic, let's go into like really emotional stuff. Sit down with yourself, read a book, watch a good TV show, eat that tub of ice cream. Yeah, do that. Self-love. That's my girly advice. Love yourself, because a lot of people don't love themselves, and they project their insecurities and their inner problems onto other people, and that's where the bad mind and the negative and the fake and the insecurities and all of that come out. They project themselves really bad on people because they do not have self-love. So my best advice to the girls and the guys, love yourselves. Fully love yourself, because there is nobody in this world that going to love you more than yourself and the Creator. That's it. If the above and your ancestors and the spiritual realm and all them people in the ethers love you, you gotta love yourself tenfold, like how above love you, or the right hair loves you. Love yourself, bro. Love yourself fully love yourself. It's so cute because it says, how does it feel to be the baddest from St. John? It's hard. It is hard, Castle. But it's hard for you, Lord. Go. Bye. Everybody want to come St. John online. Everybody want to come on here and, you know what I'm saying, they like party. They like alcohol. They like tap it nice. They don't want to sit down and rest. I love the party. They love the lifestyle. Like I said, people love the vibes of St. John, and because I don't want to consider it because I don't feel like I popular, I don't feel like I known, but everybody be like, When I say that, people look at me like, live. But I really don't feel like I pop, and I really don't feel like I feel like I'm a regular human being in society. Do everybody know me? Maybe. But I am a regular person. So how does it feel to be the baddest? It's hard because I don't know that. It's cool, it's fun. I love my little life. I like this question. It says, why did you start a YouTube channel? To show I was gonna make some long, beautiful excuse. In the reality of it, I am a yapper. I like to talk. I love to talk. Like, I don't know why. I just like to, I don't know. A long time on my YouTube channel, I really wasn't comfortable like talking because I wasn't feeling the vibes. But I feel like now that I've been vlogging a lot more in public too, and like really showing people who I am through my channel, I feel like I had to get comfortable behind the camera. I had to get comfortable really understanding my audience. And now that I know it's a lot of y'all, but it's not like, you know, so much of y'all. So now I feel like because I have my small little family on here, I feel more comfortable to just yap. And that's my real reason why I started the YouTube channel. I used to always do story times. I always do story times on Snapchat, and people used to be so sick of it. Like, girl, why you don't just start on YouTube? Like, I used to have people literally text me paragraphs. You are blowing up my story. Put this in a channel video. Record yourself. Do a YouTube instead. Like, I used to do story times on Snapchat all the time. I used to do story times on Instagram all the time. And people was like, girl, let's make a damn channel at this point. Like, you always yapping your mouth on social media anyway. Just make a channel. So I was like, you know what? They right. I'm gonna make a YouTube out of my little life, and I believe that documentation is so important. And I don't want a documentary, but I want a visual diary of myself, so I could look back at this 10 years and be like, look at little Liv, you know, look at her on her little channel. Yeah, so that's why it's on my channel. It's really just a visual diary, really just a mini documentary of myself. I really just want to be able to yap my mouth freely without feeling anyway. Is which YouTubers was my biggest inspo? Which YouTubers is my biggest inspo? I guess that's what they're trying to say. Diara Taylor, and that is forever gonna be my biggest YouTube inspiration ever. Diara Taylor. I've been watching Diara since she was in DK4L, and I've been watching Diara from the age of 11 years old, and I'm 21 now, so that's 10 years, and that's a whole decade of my life watching somebody grow. Like, I remember when Diara used to be doing like dub smash videos and be on Pinterest and Instagram, you know what I'm saying, to watching her now own her own company. And I do own a pair of Lorvae, Lorvae. You go copy you a pair. I do got my pair of Lorvaes. I do, yeah, like, I don't know how to explain it to y'all. Like, I love D a lot. I'm literally one of the OGs. Like, y'all know she called her people the OGs. Like, I'm literally one. Like, I love Diara. I can't explain it. That's one of my biggest inspirations on YouTube. And I feel like coming in second more recently, like, and these are like the older people I've been doing YouTube for a while. Aaliyah's Face. I've been watching Aaliyah since I was like 15 years old. I've been watching her for a long. I love Aaliyah's Face. That's one of my faves. Kyra Amanique, been loving Kyra too. I've recently started watching Kyra like probably like 3 years ago, so I still do count that as, like, you know, because they're older than me. So I'm talking about the older YouTubers who've been in the game for longer, paying homage to them. Mr. Beast, y'all probably thinking like, girl, you don't watch Mr. Beast. Yes, AMP is a big inspiration too. Like, do Dennis. I really do watch them. Obviously Phantom, but like the whole AMP and a whole, like, they're a big inspiration too. And I'm a girl and I'm saying that sounds so crazy, but I just love how they make YouTube fun. Like, I want my YouTube channel to be fun, adventurous, all of that. What is my relationship status? Confused. That's my relationship status. I be cooling. Really, actually, that's my relationship. That's my real answer. I cooling. I vibing. I ain't looking for nothing. I ain't really care for anything right now. Your goal is vibing. I vibing. vibing. Like, that's it. Close off this video. Last question is, where do I see myself in the next 5 years? In the next 5 years, the business that I told y'all about earlier, that will be kickstarted. Y'all will get to see it in fruition and be like, oh, you've been hiding this majestic beauty from us all this time. So that will be up and running, and I really can't wait to look back at this Q&A video in 5 years and see I put that energy out there and realize that it is already in fruition. So I'm excited. My creative services will be so expanded across the Caribbean, because that's the main goal with my website. My business right now is to be inter-Caribbean. I want to be able to spread out my word across the Caribbean, and I'll be having clientele from Jamaica asking me to come and market and shoot commercials and advertisements and things for them. I can be going Trinidad, I can go in Bahamas, I can go in Turks and Caicos, I could go Puerto Rico, Cuba. Like, that's what I see in the next 5 years. My creative service business is doing excellent. My creative service business is doing so excellent where it's not just me. I have a team of people, like, I have my team working, and then my product business that I launch will be fully out running and ramping for everybody to see. Yeah, that's where I see myself in the next 5 years. Like, my creative service business, I would have like people on my team, other young people who just graduate from school, will be working for me, and you know, also handling like the clientele, handling people that come to book for service, for consultations and the vibes and all that good stuff. And my product business will be out. I would probably own my first house. In the next 5 years, I'll definitely have my first house. Definitely will be interested more in dating and settling down and kids and all of that in the next, well, kids coming in the next 7 years, but in the next 5 years it will be like boyfriend and dating and that type of vibes, and in the next 6-7 years children and starting kids. That's all the goals for the next 5 years, and they all will come to fruition because they're already in the work in progress, and y'all gonna see it come to life. So I can't wait for you to see everything and this journey the next 5 years. Anyways, I'm so glad that y'all stayed for this whole video. I hope y'all like, comment and subscribe. I know it's about to be so funny editing because I did have fun. Thank you guys for stopping at this cute Q&A, and I will see you guys in my vlog that's dropping after this. I can't see you next week because it's not gonna be next week. When I get this video, see you after that, and after that, and after that, after that, because we go in up and up, up and up, up and up. Y'all know the vibes already. What Swani say, Swan dance say, you're going up and up, up and up. You know what I'm saying? So thank you again for asking me all these cool questions. I had fun, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.